that you've shared. Now, viewers, let's also shift our focus to other top stories. The Supreme Court has reserved its verdict after the 3 days of hearing on the batch of petitions and applications challenging or supporting the Waqf Amendment of 2025. The centre has defended the law, saying it deals only with the secular and the administrative aspects of the Waqf institutions and not the religious practices. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has argued that Waqf is an Islamic concept but not an essential religious practice under the Constitution. He has also said that the Act includes protective measures like restricting the SC/ST Muslims from donating the property as Waqf to prevent the misuse. Meanwhile, Kapil Sibal, appearing on the behalf of the petitioners, has argued that the law encourages takeover of the Waqf properties without the court supervision and called for a stay. Sambhav Sharma is joining me with more details. Sambhav, as after 3 days, this is going to be the crucial development from the top court. While the batch of petitions on the Waqf Amendment of 2025 continued, there were both arguments for and against on the kind of use the Waqf properties was being put to. Share more details with the key updates that you're fetching as far as this key hearing is concerned in the top court.
Well, in this 3 days of marathon hearing in the top court of the country, various lawyers from both the side of the petitioners as well as from the government of India, that is centre, and also from the government of Rajasthan and Haryana, appeared before the bench of Chief Justice of India, Justice B.R. Gavai and A.G. Maseed. Supreme Court heard all the petitioners and reserved the verdict on the petition seeking interim stay on the Waqf Amendment Act, certain provisions of Waqf Amendment Act 2025. During this 3-day-long hearing, many senior advocates appeared, including Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared for a centre and argued that Waqf is an Islamic concept but not an essential part of Islam. He argued for over 3 hours, and he argued for 2 days in the Supreme Court. But what he said a lot of things, but the very important part of what he said include Waqf is an Islamic concept but not an essential part of Islam and should merely be a charitable institution. And he said that unregistered Waqf property would no longer be recognized, and revenue officers can only make record changes, while ownership disputes must be decided by the courts. Because there was contention raised by petitioners that a collector is given more power in this particular act, and he could act as a judge in this particular act. So centre clarified a lot of things after, and also centre put forth an affidavit before the Supreme Court earlier and clarified its stance that how this Waqf Act is going to come up with more transparency into the system when it comes to Waqf properties. And also the central government informed the court that issues surrounding Waqf system, which existed since 1923, were addressed through different joint parliamentary committee meetings, and all stakeholders were consulted. However, Chief Justice of India, Justice B.R. Gavai, clarified that the court's primary concern is whether an interim stay on the act should be granted or not. On the other hand, from the side of petitioner, because petitioner argued earlier in day 1 and day 2, petitioner argued on day half of the day 2 and day 3. Centre and different state governments argued with the Supreme Court.
All right, Sambhav, thank you very much. With more updates, in fact, now let's also shift our focus to other developments. The Indian Space Research Organization has declared